Hey y'all, it's Fab Jen. I'm back with another review, and today's review is going to be on Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Coverage Foundation. It's also called Camouflage Makeup for Face and Body with a broad SPF of 15. It comes in 1 fluid ounce. The outside packaging is typical Estee Lauder, dark navy blue with a metallic finish and gold lettering. And the bottle itself containing the foundation is a matte navy blue with gold lettering. I've been using this for approximately 2 months, so I can definitely speak to it very thoroughly. It's been my go-to foundation for about that long. Now let's go through the claims real quick. It says it's for all skin types, 12-hour staying power, soothing, natural looking liquid cream makeup for concealing all skin imperfections, including surgical, acne scars, birthmarks, sunspots, varicose veins. Also helps protect you from the sun with the SPF 15. Suitable for most post surgeries as directed by your physician, non-acnogenic, and dermatologist tested. So we're going to go through all those claims real quickly. So this is what it's going to look like in natural light. Actually, I don't really even need the ring light, but this is what it looks like in natural light. This is about 30 minutes after the application, so it is fresh. You can see that it is matching my skin tone fairly well, and we'll get into all of that. Let's talk about the claims for all skin types. I would not recommend this for all skin types. It is very drying. So if you are oily or oily combination, you'll be okay. Normal, you'll be okay. But if you are dry, you'll probably not like this. You could make it work by maybe doubling up on your moisturizer, or maybe spraying your face down with a mist that has some type of glow or hydration, and then lightly taking a sponge and pressing it into the skin to help kind of with that dryness that it has. That's what I've been doing. Even though I am a combination skin person, I find that it is very matte and that it is very drying to my skin. Soothing and natural looking. It's very full coverage, so you'd have to use very little to get what you needed. If you want more of a natural look, I would suggest shearing it out, or you can just use it as a concealer. It definitely will work as a concealer. Surgical marks, acne marks, birthmarks. I can speak to birthmarks, and I can speak to scarring when it comes to eczema around my neck. Yes, 100% covers it. It's a full coverage, awesome foundation. If you like full coverage, you'll really like this. Now it has the SPF of 15 in it. It doesn't give me any flashback. I will put pictures up on the screen of what it looks like when you do take pictures of it, but I didn't get any flashback, so I was relatively pleasantly happy with that. Does it look smooth? Yes, for the most part. Now, if you zoom in really sharply, and depending on how heavily I put this on, it can look cakey. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're doing your application. A little dab will do you. I mean, literally a dab. It's not even the size of a dime. Not even a dime size. It's a little under a dime size. This could probably do your whole face. I mean, seriously. For me, for the most part, I use two, one on one side, one on the other, because I like a little bit more fuller coverage, but I do use a beauty blender to shear it down. Yeah, I did use it with a brush, and it was hella coverage. So beauty blender brush you'll be fine with. I can't speak for the colors for this, so I do apologize because I didn't look beforehand how many shades there were, so I can't speak to the shade range, and I do apologize for that, but I will have all that information on the screen for you so you can see if you may have a color in your range. Overall, did it feel comfortable on my skin? Yes. At the end of the day, when I'm taking it off, I did feel like my skin was dry, that it had dried out my skin, but in the beginning when I used it, I felt like it was a little bit more dry. So using that little tip of using a misting spray or a hydrating spray and then putting it on really helped out. It doesn't make me more oily. I still get oily around that 6-8 hour mark. The longevity of it is amazing. It does transfer. Every foundation is going to transfer. I don't care how transfer proof they say it is. Every foundation is going to transfer. But it wasn't crazy. If there was transferring, I didn't see any fading. It stayed on all day. It was amaze balls. So if you have scarring on your neck, you have maybe even scarring in your décolleté area, maybe even on your arms, your legs, or whatever, this would be excellent. Most excellent. Very thoroughly impressed with this. Again, I've been using it for a very long time, and I've been very, very happy with it. I did notice once or twice I did break out, but for that, I would say just make sure you really get in there and cleanse your face after you use this, because it's so heavy and it may just sink into your pores. It wasn't a huge breakout. I think I had one here and one here. When I first tried it out months ago, I had one reaction and I was like, okay, let me just go to another foundation. Then after coming back to it and using it for 2 months, I had one reaction, and it was just real small. It was one little pimple on the side there, and I just found that cleansing my face just as thoroughly as possible really helped. And maybe on one of those days I may have skipped or missed a spot, and maybe that's why I had the reaction. But I had a little bit of reaction. The price point, which you're getting bang per buck, it's awesome sauce. I really love this one a lot. Color match when it's on my skin, my summer shade, I have to adjust it, but I think it's dead on. Perfect. I mean, I blended, you can't even see that. I blended it in, you can't even see. So this is kind of the color tone. I think it's more of the neutral color, maybe even slightly hitting more on the beigey red side, but it's definitely more on the neutral side. But if I was gonna say error on the side of caution, it goes a little bit more red, a little bit, just a little bit. But on my skin, it's ideal color. Sandalwood's always been my ideal color. It's been really quick to put on my makeup, out the door, no fuss. Even with the extra step of like hydrating, like my beauty blender or something like that, it's still been relatively easy to maneuver. It doesn't dry super fast, and if it does, you can go back in and hydrate like your beauty blender or your brush and go back and correct the problem, and then it sets really nice to kind of powder finish too as well. Really nice. Really been enjoying the foundation. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank y'all for sticking there with me, even though I disappear at times. But thanks, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.